Okay, here's a quick demo of OSLC Connect for Confluence. This is just a standard Confluence page. What you're going to see here is that we're not copying information from Teamwork Cloud. We're actually just referencing that information. That's why you'll see this login here. So it means that any of the information from my remote modeled artifacts are not actually present in my Confluence page. It actually requires a login for me to be able to see that content. So you'll see here that this is my Teamwork Cloud server. Simply log in. It's going to give me a login prompt to log in and allow content from that remote server. And once I do that, you're going to see two different ways in which I can present information. Things like model diagrams, I might want to be able to have an already expanded view, and you'll be able to see, I can see diagrams, I can zoom in, move out, things like that. I can move around to be able to see that diagram in my Confluence page. Or I can do things that are just what we call rich hovers. This is typically what we see from OSLC. So this is just an artifact within Teamwork Cloud with some attributes, and we can see that content. So that's what it's going to be for a user to be able to come in and see that of your Confluence page. If you want to be someone who edits it, we have other options in here. So basically you have just a standard macro in here to be able to say you want to do a link to an OSLC Connect artifact. And you're going to be able to pick your different types of artifacts. So if you're using other tools like requirements management and other such things, you can reference those. But if I want to be able to reference a model element, I have different repositories that I have connected here. I think water supply is the one that I want here from my Teamwork Cloud server. And you can be able to see I get a navigation view. So I can go ahead and be able to pick different artifacts and elements within that view and be able to say that once I pick that, be able to say okay. Now, the other part to keep in mind is you get to control how that view is. So by double clicking, I can decide whether or not I want to have that compact view that's just a rich hover to be able to see information, or I can be able to say that I want it to be always in an expanded preview mode and have it in that manner. And so once that designer of that page puts that content in, they can go ahead and update that page, and you're going to see how that's going to be presented. So again, this is that model artifact again, but I used it just in the compact view. So someone would have to hover over it to be able to see the contents, but then they can see the model element. So it's up to you how you want to present it on your Confluence page. Now, to give you a couple other details about this, in our space tools here, you're going to see OSLC Connect. This allows you to be able to create associations. So basically, an association is what servers you want to connect to, and of those servers, what projects you want to be able to utilize. So if I want to connect to my Teamwork Cloud 22XR2, it's going to tell me which domains, and those are what's served by that server. In this case, architecture management, and then I can pick what projects I might want to connect my Confluence space to. Now, the other thing is at the higher level, the way I know that those servers are there is I have a set of friends. So these are my different repositories I can connect to and get different artifacts. And so you'll see a mixture of things here, whether they be Polarion or some of the DOORS Next tools or EWM, but also Teamwork Cloud. And you'll see that we actually pay attention to what servers are online and what things are offline. And in addition to that, we also have some things called OSLC Schemes. This allows us to be able to set up and identify how we want a remote server to be able to interact with. So I can go down here, say my Teamwork Cloud server, and be able to say, all right, it has architecture management elements. And I want to always say that we're not going to present a creation dialog because we know that we can't create model elements from that. So you can be able to configure what happens, how that interacts, and how to be able to most take advantage of those endpoints that you're connecting to. And so this connects to DOORS Next, all the ELM suite, Polarion, Teamwork Cloud, Rhapsody Model Manager. And so it gives you a whole collection of different OSLC tools you can connect to. Thanks.